This week we will review the latest fresh produce prices in South Africa, talk to Theunis from Nile.ag about why onion and pumpkin prices are so high at the moment, and also take a look at Nile's new market facility. All in this week's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi, I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe, and this is the AMT John Deere Fruit and Vegetable Outlook, brought to you by John Deere, Nile.ag, Halfway Toyota Ottery and Zimmatic irrigation systems. Feel free to visit our website at amtrends.co.za for the latest prices, information and more detailed reports and forecasts. You can also enjoy these videos on YouTube and Facebook, or join one of our popular WhatsApp groups for more information. But with that said, let's take a look at what happened in the markets over the past week. The rand strengthened significantly over the weekend and is currently trading at 18.57 Rand per US dollar after a lower than expected inflation rate provided the South African Reserve Bank with room to maintain its current interest rate stance. South Africa's annual inflation rate fell further to a two-year low of 4.7% in July, which was below market forecasts of 5%. It's also expected that lower employment figures will be released in the US this week, which could keep their interest rates also sideways. Brent oil prices remained sideways with the latest price on $85 per barrel, with investors still wary of lower global demand and possible higher supplies, especially with the prospect of easing sanctions on Iran and Venezuela. We're expecting oil prices to ease a bit for the rest of this year. In the vegetable market, the average national potato price decreased to 71.63 Rand per 10 kilogram bag. The tomato price also decreased and stayed on a lower level and traded on 5.44 Rand per kilogram, while the average national carrot price decreased to 5.10 Rand per kilogram. As mentioned, onion prices increased slightly over the past week, with the average national price on 88.43 Rand per 10 kilogram bag. We will discuss this trend with Theunis from Nile.ag later on. This broadcast is made possible by John Deere, Nile.ag, Halfway Toyota, Ottery and Zimmatic irrigation systems. Nile's online market makes it possible to order directly from South Africa's leading producers. Producers get the benefit of better price transparency, low commissions, as well as faster payments. Learn more about Nile.ag on their website www.nile.ag and download their app as well. For a journey of a lifetime, let the Halfway Toyota Ottery help you find your first prize. For more information, contact their dealer principal Andrew VM directly on 083 457 8057 and get the best price and service nationwide for the Toyota of your choice. The average pepper price decreased to 22.66 Rand per kilogram, while green pepper prices decreased to 18.64 Rand. Red pepper prices, however, increased to 32.61 Rand due to lower volumes, but we saw yellow pepper prices also falling back a bit to 26.03 Rand per kilogram. Cabbage prices traded on 2.19 Rand, garlic on 70.46 Rand, spinach on 3.17 Rand, while sweet potato prices increased to 6.27 Rand. The pumpkin price is now 156% higher year on year, and Theunis will also discuss why this is currently happening in the markets later on in the video. Looking at the fruit markets, however, the banana price increased again the past week, now trading on 9.75 Rand per kilogram, while apple prices increased to 9.55 Rand. Pear prices decreased to 9.46 Rand, with all these prices likely to stay in an upward trend for the rest of this year. The latest orange price decreased to 3.45 Rand per kilogram and can start picking up soon, while apple prices decreased to 16.92 Rand last week. The latest table grape price traded higher on 64.34 Rand, with the pineapple price on 6.17 Rand per kilogram last week.
We're here with Theunis from Nile today. He's the relationship manager at Nile, doing all the trading, seeing all the market prices and the movements within the market prices. Theunis, welcome today and thank you for sharing some thoughts with us.
No problems, yeah.
Theunis, and let's focus on potato and onion prices. I see that the prices stayed relatively high. Prices are starting to pick up again over the last week, especially with onion prices. What have you seen in the markets, and what type of volumes, qualities coming into the markets at the moment?
No, we're definitely seeing the same. It's end of the month now. It's starting to go to the end of the month, but also during middle month, the prices stayed high. And this is due, like, especially on the onions, like the low volumes that came from the Western Cape. And usually the farmers who would keep their onions back and throughout July and August still market them, the high prices at the beginning of the year, they were sending most of their stock. So with that stock being lower and them having a smaller harvest than usual, that onion prices are on the rise again. We've heard like some of the guys are getting 100, even 105 Rand per bag at the moment, and they're expecting it to go up maybe a little even more. And also we're seeing the same with potatoes. They are also like, always like, you know, they go middle month, end of the month, but potato prices have been stable this year, and this is due to a bunch of factors, and load shedding being a big one, with especially the irrigation farmers who, like, I mean, the big pivot to take 2 days to go around. I mean, if you only have half the power, it will take 4 days unless you've got big generators and a big diesel budget. So that's definitely a concern. And the volumes, the hectares planted, especially in Limpopo this year, was significantly lower than last year.
Yeah, the prices that stayed relatively low, and compared to last year, I see prices between 70 and 80% higher.
Yeah, you see, last year at the stage, I mean, large bags were going for 36, 40 Rand a bag, which is, I mean, you can't make money as a farmer with those prices. And now it's 85 to 90 on the mondials, and Sifra's also there in the high 80s.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely better than last year for potato farmers.
You mentioned butternuts.
Yeah, butternuts are also, like, usually end of August, beginning of September, the butternut prices are high. And we've seen now in the last few weeks, it has gone up from 50 Rand, and some people are like between 70 and 80 for 7 kg bags. 10 kgs are around about between 90 and 100, sometimes a little bit higher. So the butternuts are also on the rise. But yeah, that is usually the stuff of the year. There's a shortage of butternuts.
Yes. For how long? I'm gonna put you on the spot here. For how long do you think onion prices can stay on a higher level? Potatoes. When do you think we can see some relief for the consumers? If you put yourself in the consumer,
put myself in a good
position. When you can see some relief in terms of prices.
Well, usually when the Northern Cape comes in, the onion prices tend to go down a little bit, but it also depends on the.
Is that approximately at start of the new year?
Like they around about November.
Yeah.
They start coming in from November, December. Some of them come in a little bit earlier, end of October, but mostly November, the Northern Cape farmers come in.
Yes, but I think with that mentioned, with that, we want this is to see the significantly low prices as last year, because the volumes are in general on a high level.
Yeah, like the input cost is also having a big effect. I mean, to farm potatoes and onions isn't jokes anymore. I mean, you're talking about 240, 250,000 Rand a hectare for potatoes. Onions are also very expensive, and I mean, if you're a small farmer and you don't get loans and you can't plant the hectares, and also the weather has been like up and down this year, especially, that's also been causing some problems for some of the farmers. But yeah, I hope for the farmer's sake the onion price doesn't go down too much, but for the consumer, I hope it doesn't reach like 180 Rand a bag it was beginning of this year. That was we had record onion prices.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, I think if you just take a loan for potatoes and you plant a few hectares, the loan that you have to take, and the interest rates, with interest rates being significantly higher, also increasing your cost, the risk doing that, and that's why we see some volumes pulling back a bit. I think the risk associated with returns is just too high for some.
Yeah, yes. I mean, if you average size potato farmer doing maybe 200 hectares of potatoes, that's a lot of money you need to put into the ground. And then, like with load shedding and stuff, and sometimes you get too much rain and you can't take it out. We've had cases last year where farmers had to like plow in their potato because they can't take it out anymore because of the rain, and that's standing too long in the ground and the quality was bad.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's also a factor.
As mentioned in last week's video, I saw that pumpkin prices are about 135% higher year on year. Have you seen that in your markets as well?
We've seen pumpkins going for over 300 Rand a bag. It's pumpkin prices are through the roof. But I think last year at a stage, pumpkin prices were very low, and a lot of the farmers decided not to plant pumpkins, which also can have an effect on the prices.
Yeah, we usually see that seesaw within the different years when the prices are very low and the producers are very under pressure in a specific year. We see the opposite happening the next year. But thank you very much, Theunis. Some valuable insights into the markets, and I think we'll definitely keep the people updated with where these markets are going.
Okay, no problem.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Zimmatic irrigation systems are built to last. From industry-leading durability and strength to innovative enhancements and advanced technology, every product is designed to be a part of a custom and flexible solution that will best support you and your field. These videos are made possible by John Deere, Nile.ag, halfway Toyota Ottery, and Zimmatic irrigation systems. I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe, and thank you for watching.